Every day when I wake up, I make sure to get my thanks. Yes, I haven't given up. Oh no, yes, I'm still trying to find my place.
Just a note before we begin. So, all of my socials have been updated to fit my rebrandings and such for the main channel, my Twitch stream, all that. Here, Aerial Sports Network, completely unaffected by that. By the way, it's Vikings time. Hello, welcome back to the Vikings franchise. How you doing? Oh, it has been a minute since I last played this. So, as you saw, on Christmas Day, we won the 2022 Super Bowl with our Vikings. We've been tweaking our sliders as we've been going along to kind of show you where they're at right now. I'm going to knock these down 2. Interceptions can stay. Tackling can stay. But I'm going to bump up fumbles can stay as solid 50. That goes to 41. That goes to 41. Alright. CPU is going to go up 2, and I went down 2 in most all my things. So, here we are, week number 1 of 2023, our 3rd season with the Vikings. Well, kind of 3rd season. We started halfway through the 2021 season. The day I'm recording this is the Wednesday going into week 17 of the regular season. My Pats need to get it together and beat up Jacksonville this week. But let us take a quick little look at what our team is right now. Post-draft, post-everything, because again, it's been a while since I did the recordings of these things. And, you know, a refresher for myself, too. Alright, so at QB, we spent the money to lower the effect of QB regression. Our QB1, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. 88 X Factor, gambler. Oh no. Oh, because he went down. Because of age regression, he went down to an 88. Which we won't then have Hot Route mastered. But we still have Gunslinger, and that's important. I'm actually going to swap out Hollywood Brown's ability for Aaron Rodgers. But Hollywood Brown did go up to be an X Factor at the end of last season as well. Is the 91 X Factor. And he's got matchup nightmare and grab and go with first one free. And then Dalvin Cook. 99 on the nose. With first one free. Recuperation and human joystick. I'm going to keep recuperation on him. And then we got Jay Jettas. Justin Jefferson, 99 overall. X Factor receiver. With double knee, route tech, and outside apprentice. And then we got Adam Thielen as our slot guy, 85 superstar. Darius Cleveland, Bradbury, no sacks, Davis, and O'Neal here for our line. Irv Smith at 79. Excuse me. And then we go to defense. We still have our boy Daniil Hunter, 94 overall X Factor. He's rocking unstoppable force with speedster and edge threat. And we got Lynch, Michael Pierce, and Gilbert Faulkner. We made a trade for him at the end of the off-season episode. I found him in what was it? The improved team thing. He was just on the trade block, I think, of the Raiders. He was a superstar dev, so I'm like, oh god, He is mine now. Alright, and then we got Leighton Vander Esch, 82 overall. Harrison Smith is starting to regress pretty hard, but we have his replacement drafted in Ramondre Roundtree, hidden dev strong safety. Eric Kendricks, 91 X Factor. For those that don't remember what he's rocking, he has Mind Reader, Lurker, and Mid Zone KO. Can I get Deflator on him? Well, it's Enforcer Deflator. That would be the... Okay. Let's put Film Study on him, because we also have Mind Reader. Is there a better trigger for Mind Reader that isn't hit sticks? Shutdown, Zone Hawk, Reinforcement. He does a bit of that. Incompletions and TFLs. We'll flip him over to Reinforcement. That seems like it's going to be better long term for us. And then we have Chaz Surratt, our other linebacker. We got him improved there. King Woods, he went up in dev trade at the end of last season, up to a superstar dev. And then all three of our corners, Mr. Carlton Davis, our big free agency signing from the season previous, 88 superstar dev. Cam Dantzler, 79 superstar. And then our rookie corner from last year, Joel Grant, also went up to superstar. They were all sitting on star devs going into last year, and they all got the dev trait boost. Joey Sly, our kicker, Jack Box, the punter. Kene Nwangwu is going to be our returner. But we did get a kick return touchdown with them last year, so. Alright, Ramon Trey. Okay. Joel Grant's going to be our slot corner. Thielen's our slot receiver. But then again, you know, Thielen's getting really old. And we may only have 1 year of Aaron Rodgers left. So I think I set up the region breakdown. The strengths of the class, quarterback. We actually have a strong quarterback class to work with. About time. Set up our stuff like that. But overall, it's time to go defend our title. And we start that mission against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's get to the game. Alright, here we are. The first game of the year. As you know, the Super Bowl champion opens... Oh, it's 12-minute quarters. I thought it was on 10. Either way. Okay. Ooh. Oh, damn it. I should have hit the juke a little sooner. A-Rod leading the boys out onto the field. Oh. Shook off Vita Vea. Let's go. Oh shit, Vita Vea is an X Factor now. That's kind of scary. But remember at the end of the off-season episode, Tom Brady has retired. So, it is not Tom Brady who's the quarterback in Tampa Bay anymore. As we hit the slant to Jay Jetta. Move it forward, 14, my guy. Okay. Oh. So, in my little mini break from recording the Vikings series here, which we're still going to play each individual game, unless the playoff spot is, unless div title and playoff spots are confirmed way ahead of time. Oh, God. Ow. And Calais Campbell injured for the Bucks. I've been recording a massive rebuild project that I've been doing. I have to do it in Madden 21 though, because I don't have 22 on PC. Let's not overthink. Let's punt. But I'm doing a flashback from past to present rebuild. I'm recording it right now. We're starting it with the Patriots because, you know, they're my boys. And oh geez, that's been quite the roller coaster. But let me know how well you guys would like that. Who is this number 11? Who are you? Who are you, 11? Dre Little. 69 overall. And he's got 1 year in the league. Interesting. A little finding OJ Howard. Or O Howard. I think that's OJ Howard. Oh, Jamil's over here. No, that's Faulkner. Lynch breaking through. Smash it! There you go. Broke through. James Lynch with his first sack of the year. Yeah. Each team having to punt their first time out, but alright, let's give a run to Mr. Cook here. Oh, I thought I was taking his ankles. But Murphy Bunting and Antoine Winfield were like right there. Oh god, that should have been picked. Tryon Shoyinka, or however you pronounce that. He should have had himself one. Good. Got. Not a sack. I'll take it. You know what? Again, good field position. I think Jackbox has focus kicker. Oh, coffin corner that shit, Jackbox. And Grant was there to stop it in case it went into the end zone, but don't want to run commit though. Is Danielle Hunter out this game? I didn't look at my defensive player injuries going into the game, but run commit. Surratt, why'd you break down in the hole? You should have just hit his ass. Oh, little on the run. Oh, I didn't look at the superstar abilities of Dantzler, Davis, and Grant, but Faulkner, put the hurt on him. go. Bring the heat. We just had a little bit better position. I think that's picked, but okay. Many punts back to back. Who knows? We might have found the sweet spot of the sliders. Who knows? Oh. Ah. All right, A-Rod. And Thielen dropped it. Remember, go stream my boy Lambo Lada's music. Thielen, you better catch that. There we go. I was trying to juke away from the sideline if he would have just got that plant foot a little more in bounds. We could have made something happen there. Whoop! Ankles. Broke a tackle. We're down at the 1. Alright. Adam Thielen on the really big play, setting it up. Let's have him finish it. Adam Thielen with the first regular season touchdown for the Vikings this season. Catch it. Ooh, booth review. I was gonna say, rarely have I seen those get overturned, but one thing I hope to see from Madden eventually, though, is kickers, punters, and offensive linemen being able to increase depth trades without you having to force it. Because with all like the 60 pluses that Joey Sly kicked last year, I think he should have went up to at least to start at. But oh god. He came in pretty much free off the edge there. Still, we cleaned it up for only a 3-yard gain. I don't know. This little kid just looks like a converted receiver. Faulkner with that TFL. Oh, wow. I'd argue that he was over the line on that. Oh, whiff. Boom! That man had no time. Faulkner just blew his assignment off right off the line. What's the time to sack on that one? Oh, I was hoping for the next gen stat pop up there. Alright. That's Gilbert's first sack of the year. Ooh, Dantzler laying down the lumber there, bud. Ooh, Bruce Arians, he's going for it. And Chris Godwin got open. Alright, at the end of the first quarter, it's only 7-0. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. Ooh. That double team block just enveloped Faulkner there. But Eric Kendrick's there to clean it up. How did he just dunk that over the top? That was impressive by the young QB there. And slides. 2nd and 8. O.J. Howard open. Ooh, Howard went out of bounds. Ooh, they're going for it. They only have Mike Evans. I'm going run commit. And we stop him. What? No, I don't think he got the first. I think that ball's short. What do you think, refs? Oh! There we go, got him. I was gonna say, so give me a play I can actually pick. Yeah. Alright, Tampa Bay gets on the board. That was questionable, them converting to 4th down, but oh well. Alright, there we go. Not quite a back to the touchback line, but there you go, Hollywood Brown. Alright. Ooh. A-Rod's got Gambler active. There you go, Irv. It's like, get that first, bruh. Oh, took one set of ankles, but that's about it. Ooh. We got Dalvin and X Factor now. Don't mind me. Let me just collect those. Ankles. We're taking them. Dalvin outran his blocking. Ah. I'm still getting 2 off of it, so I'll take it. See if we can't hit Jetta. Just snatch that. There we go. Oof. Well, they're bringing heavy heat here. And Adam Thielen, touchdown catch number 2 of the game. There we go. Joey Slide putting it up and in. 14-7 Vikings over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right. Good. And it's off, and it's going to land right at the base of the goalpost. All right, Trey Little bringing his guys back out. He has to contend with Eric Kendricks and his X Factor. Godwin with the catch there. Fournette on the edge of the end zone. False start. They're backing up. It's like they knew. All right. Smacked him. Ooh. Now imagine if we were full strength and had Daniil Hunter on the line as well. Ooh, Faulkner with his second sack in the game. Let's go. Gilbert Faulkner, proven dividends after we've acquired him from the Raiders, I believe that was. I'll have to look again. Okay, got us to 30, we'll take it. But I still feel Gilbert Faulkner is going to be a huge player for us going down the stretch. Going to be a fixture on this D-line. Well, there's Vita Vea getting involved in the run game. Ugh. So it was a little out in front of Jetta there. Oh, there you go, Irv. Irv Smith Jr. picking up the first down. All right. Depends. Oh, God. Oh. I have to remember, you know, Thielen's no spry chicken anymore. Oh, God. Whitehead just laid the hammer down on Thielen there. But still, first down. Whoa. But also, while I'm here, as we hit the 2-minute warning in the first half, I cannot English today, guys. What are your playoff picks, y'all? I haven't really, I don't know personally, because I was gonna make a video on it, but it's kind of early to tell because while 5 of the 7 playoff spots are locked in the NFC, only 1 is locked in the AFC. Ooh! That should have been picked, but Jay Jetta making a play on it. Put it back on the line. And then Dalvin Cook is going to get that touchdown from Aaron Rodgers. There we go. But now, we got to remember, guys, Green Bay still holds our first-round pick for this season. Because it cost us a 2022 and 2023 first-round pick to get Aaron Rodgers. So this Vikings team is very much in a win-now kind of mode. Oh, that was. I can't be mad at that. That was a good play by the young gun. That is very. That's another one you could have argued dude was over the line for. Oh, King Woods missed. Alright. Let's back the coverage up. Invite him to take a shot deep. There we go, Leighton. Alright, there they are going to take the timeout. They're taking a shot. Oh, he beats it up. Who came down? Mike Evans. Wow. Mike Evans was the one to come down with the Hail Mary ball. I thought it got picked. But as the quarter ends, deep balls we're doing well with. Let's go with medium throws. So he's been abysmal short. Meh at medium. Let's defend the deep because he's been doing well at the deep throws, so. That ain't getting taken back. So, alright. 21-14 as we start the second half. There we go. Grant with the stop. Or is that King Woods? I forget. No, Joel Grant's 21. Yoink! Carlton Davis with the interception. Trey Little getting picked off. Why he's our number one corner. That's why he gets paid the big bucks, chat. I probably if I really understood how to do playmaker, but that'd be a little broken to use in franchise mode, I feel. How do you feel about doing user playmakers in franchise mode? Let me know. Oh god. Oh god. Ow. I know I can hit this field goal, so that's what I'm gonna do. 65 with ease. With ease. Shit, I could have hit that from 69. With the new, like, kicking logic and having 99 kick power. Oh god, it didn't register my button press at the top of the kick. Alright, 24-14. Alright. Okay. Second and 10. Coming off of an interception which led to a field goal. Ooh, here we go. Credit Van Der Esch with the pass deflection there. What you think I'm not. But I'm not! Yoink! And not. Cam Dantzler, you dropped a free pick there, bud. You know, sometimes that happens, though. Oh, there you go, Jenna. That probably should have been incomplete, but Justin Jefferson making a play on the ball there. Ooh. Whitehead, or that was Antoine Winfield. You know, his dad used to play really good ball here in Minnesota. Because, you know, growing up in Wisconsin, you know a little thing or two about Packers rivals. I remember Antoine Winfield with the Vikings. I mean, he did pick off a few prime Brett Favre passes, so... Then again, a lot of people picked off Brett Favre. Oh god. $61. Oh, I can bang that. Easy. We literally just banged one from 65. There it is. Joey Sly putting the boot to leather to further increase our lead. There we are. And also, friends, how was your holidays? Get anything cool for Christmas? If so, let me know. Do anything fun and spectacular? I actually, because I'm recording this on the evening of December the 29th. My birthday was yesterday, December the 28th. Yep, hit level 32 in the game called Life. It started off pretty well. Oh, I also picked up a cool wrestling game I want to do a video on. What's the flag? Fuck! Today's fill-in for Daniil Hunter ends up getting roughing the passer. King Woods with the stop. Okay, Woods is 23. Oh god, I whiffed a hit stick. Tony Pollard with the gainer there. Oh, screen. That's either inches or a first. It's first. First and goal for the Bucks. Mike Evans, who ended up getting the alley. I wouldn't call it the Hail Mary at the end of the first half. There we go. Third and goal. Ooh, the DB blitz helping force him to throw it out of bounds there. And whoever 27 is, whoever's their kicker, puts it up and in. Oh, that's Nagar. I believe that's how he actually pronounces it. The kicker that was kicking for the Browns on Christmas Day. Dalvin in his gold shoes coming down on the field. I do believe I gave Jetta the gold shoes as well. Yeet! Take advantage. Double me there. Winfield, bro. How you ankles feeling? Well, there is much ankle collection going on this game so far. And Hollywood Brown getting his first touchdown of the year. One of the It's him and Justin Jefferson last season, with many touchdowns between the two. We're going to go for 2 here. And then Jetta getting it. It's now 35-17 in favor of the Vikings. I will say, though, I'm kind of liking the slider tweaks. I'm going to give it one more game before I mess with them again. So our Week 2 game will play on these same sliders before making adjustments as we need them. Oh, God. I don't even think Chris Godwin was ready for that ball. What is strip specialist? Yeah, I wasn't sure what Faulkner's ability was. Alright, Pollard. Game. Yeah, let's throw some zone in there. Yeah, it was probably wise of you to slide because you were about to get wrecked. Ooh, throwing the tight end over to Faulkner's side. Okay. Yeah, he's got the first there, unfortunately. Okay. Alright, heading into the 4th quarter. It is 35-17 Minnesota. Ooh. Nice swat there, Kendricks. Whoa! And almost had the pick there. That is now 2 dropped picks. Fourth down. 4th and 3. Made the other 4th down so far. Vandy, come on, man. You know what? Let's invite him to take a shot. Alright. Alright. Come on. Come on, boys. Okay. Give me, man. Oh, that tackle just... The blocking made that play. I'll be honest with you. And that's why I always posit the existence that the offensive line is the most important position in football. If you say otherwise, you're wrong. Alright. 11-point lead for the Vikes right now. We'll pick up the block. I do want to do a more methodical drive. Oh, geez. There we go, Jay Jetta for the first down. No, wrong button. Or I didn't tap the button enough, I should say. You know what, we're going inside zone. Blocking picks up. There we are. And Vita Vea. Ooh, that's something you don't want to see. Unfortunately, that stops the clock, but what? Nate. There we go. First down. The scissor was open there, man. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. A-Rod running. One. I think that's inbounds and caught. As you see, his foot is, because let's see, foot number 1 and number 2, and walk him up. Walk him up. Fuck you. Here. Take that one for your deeds. It's funny I make a for your deeds reference when there was 616 left on the clock. Shout out to 616 Entertainment. Love that guy. Ian's cooking up good stuff for the Dan-Dans. And my dumbass didn't snap the ball. Which is fine, actually. I'm okay with it. It means I have to work harder for this first down. Or just take it for 6. That works too. Dalvin cut right up the middle for his first rushing touchdown of the year. Already has a receiving touchdown. But he had some, to quote the Dixie Six, some wide open spaces. Okay, the notes were wrong, but you get the point. 42-24 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You remember Tom Brady-less Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Dre Little. But in no way, shape, or form is this over. It's only an 18-point lead. They could easily get 7 of those back right here, right now. Oh, God. Get him, King Woods. All right, Grant's there for the stop. I want you to go for the end zone. The middle of the field is wide open. Fuck. Okay. Alright, there we go, boys. We had that one clamped. Oh, God. I whiffed so hard. So I was gonna try and utilize strip specialist there. We'll go. I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought Dantzler had it. I legit thought Cam Dantzler had that one. And Pollard gonna run it in. But will the Bucs end up being able to get the ball back? Questionable decision just to kick the extra point there. Because you would have needed the 2-point conversion to make it a 10-point game. Oh, they're going for the onside. Rookies making rookie mistakes. Ramondre, I need you to get that. There we go, Leighton. They got the onside kick they needed. It's still a 2-possession game, though. Well, that was a sequence of events. Dantzler bats it. Evans drops it. Third and 7. They're going to have a built-in timeout with the 2-minute warning. It's 4th and 4. Carlton, man. There we go, got the stop. Oh, God. Took advantage of Harrison Smith being pretty much ancient at this point. Now they're going for 2. Because that'll make it, I think, a 3-point game. Yep, 3-point game. They have to get the ball back now. You know what? Let it hit. They have all 3 timeouts. They need us to not get a first down. Okay, there's the... Alright. We're at a minute and a half. There's the first down. Ooh, good stop, but it's now 2nd down. We'll run in one more and get the clock working again. Like, I literally got stuck to my tight end's ass. Let's just dash their hopes completely. Hollywood Brown in the end zone for the tutty. Just because I wanted to put the 50 burger on him. We're just gonna go. There we go. At the end of this game, it is 50-39. Vikings over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Little did pretty well. 35 of 54. Not bad. But the Vikings stats, Aaron Rodgers 20 of 28. 360 yards and 5 touchdowns, no picks. That's impressive coming from me. 23 carries, 141 yards, 1 tutty for Dalvin Cook today. Justin Jefferson, 6 catches, 143. Dalvin Cook with a receiving touchdown. Thielen with 2, and Hollywood Brown with 2. Defensively speaking, Eric Kendricks led the team in tackles. We had 3 TFLs and 2 sacks from Gilbert Faulkner. What an impressive first game in Vikings purple for Mr. Faulkner. Carlton Davis and Joel Grant each getting picks. And that is the game. Alright, let's move this up to next week and we'll wrap her up. Alright, so 2 things we need to take care of. Regional focus scouting. Alright, so why is my D-end guy studying quarterbacks? No. Let's go center for you. Your tight ends. So I'll put you on tight ends. Your tackles. Yeah, let's go left tackle. We can't choose the focus there until that unlocks, but We do have a weekly award as well, going to Aaron Rodgers, with a very Aaron Rodgers-like stat line. So, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. The next one, we're going to do this game against Detroit. We're going to play on the sliders as they are. And then we'll determine after that game if we need to bring us down. If we need to adjust them, we will. But until then, we'll see you here, right here, on Ariel Sports Network.
Every day when I wake up, I make sure to get my things. Yes, I haven't given up. Oh no, I'm still trying to find